Hello, hello. I have just been cleaning and organizing all morning, so I thought I would take a break and come over and hang out and see how people are doing and see if anyone has any questions, anything that people want to talk about. Hello, just a jellyfish. How are you? And I'm gonna just order something on Amazon really quick while people are joining. Hi, welcome in. How's it going? I am just a couple days back into being in Washington after like the whole summer of like sort of being all over the place. And I've spent the last couple of days like when I'm home, because I started like actual in-person work this week as well. Um, Cleaning, going through like drawers and closets and toy boxes and everything, and just like trying to taper down our possessions. Because I have like super crazy unmedicated ADHD, and I'm spending so much of my time like unable to focus on my son, unable to focus on like my projects that I'm doing, unable to do anything because I'm like, oh crap, I need to make the bed, oh crap, I need to do that dish, I'm just kind of like all over the place. So that's a current project that I'm working on. I'm donating a lot of stuff. I do this every time that I come home from like a trip because I realize when I travel that I don't need all the things that I think I needed. And I donate a lot of stuff. So, do you feel ready for a new relationship yet? It has been over 4 years after narcissistic abuse, but I don't feel ready most of the time. No, I wouldn't say that I feel ready. And I also don't know if I'll ever be in a relationship that's like quote unquote that serious again. Like I could see myself having like a super low key person that I like hang out with here and there, or someone who's like, if it's like long distance and we're not like constantly talking all the time and we're not like whatever, and both of us are like super chill and like can trust each other, and it's like I don't know. But I can't see myself getting in that kind of relationship again anytime soon. And also just like, yeah, super turned off by the whole thing because it's, this person that you're with, however long you're with them, completely messed up your idea of what a relationship looks like trust, basic human decency, all of that stuff. So 4 years, I've had people tell me it's been 10 years or 20 years, whatever timeline you're on. And like, if you don't want to be in a relationship again, or you're not ready in 5 more years, that's okay. Like, it makes me so sad that society thinks that like being in a relationship is the way to be, and that if you're single, especially if you're a woman, then you're broken and something's wrong with you and like blah blah blah. You're not broken. You've been through something horrible, and even though you might feel broken sometimes, but like it's perfectly fine to take that time for yourself and to make sure that you're not in a situation where that could happen again. Hi everybody, welcome in. What? Of course you're also neurodivergent. Of course I am. If you ever watch my content, you'll notice I purposefully don't necessarily clean my house. Like I might kick a side of or like a thing like, and I don't like a messy house. So there's a lady on TikTok that does like, she always does like the, what's it called? The Wellerman. And it's like ADHD, like contradictions. And it's like, you hate messes and clutter, but there's always a cluttery mess. Like, so I might like do that, but I'm really open about my struggles. Like, and that's clean right now. Like I just cleaned in here yesterday and it's already like, ugh, what? I still have to do more stuff. But yeah, I'm a mess because this is my brain. I need to do this. I don't know which thing you were talking about because I've been babbling for a bit. What are your pronouns? She, her. There, she, her. Thanks, Jamie. Hey, buddy. Welcome in. How's it going? Sorry if I got the spell wrong. With a child, it is extra hard to heal, I feel, because you're always taking care of someone else. Yes, thank you so much for saying that. And it's very, very true. Because on one hand, like I think when you have a child, you're much more motivated to actually do the work because you don't want to repeat it. So for me, like he's been a huge motivation, and also being able to like allow myself to be quote unquote a bad mom sometimes, quote unquote, not available, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes he just has to watch TV because I gotta just whatever. Sometimes we don't get to do like this crazy amazing thing that I thought we were going to do because I need to take some time to be alone or whatever, especially in the early days when I had first left. at the same time, you're right. We have to get up. We have to show up. We have to feed them. I don't know how old your child is, but like we have to feed them. We have to do their nighttime routine. We have to get them to school if they go to school. We have to model healthy human connection and behavior and all that stuff. And it's hard when you're like, I don't honestly know. I don't know because I just got out of this horrible situation. All I know is that I want to show him the opposite of that. But like, I'm just treading water here. Ma'am, you have a child. It's supposed to look like that. Wait, let me show you his room. YouTube, you're not coming. Let me show you his room because right now, and that's the thing. And I also want people to know, like, there are people on like Instagram who have these beautiful, like, aesthetically pleasing houses and things like that. Well, this is his room most of the time. He doesn't even sleep in there, and it's like this. However, I am actually organizing. We're getting rid of stuff. And everything's gonna have a place now, and or we're gonna have like a rotation. It just like with us moving back into this house, and then Adler and I traveling. We've done 2 big trips since I left my abuser. There's just stuff everywhere, and so I'm working on that. But yeah, absolutely, I have a child, and I can't. And like I've come so far as a mother in terms of like knowing that I can either have a clean house or I can spend quality time with my kid. And I've had times lately that I'm like, we're going to do the quality time because I am going to be cleaning for the rest of my life, but I'm not always going to have a little kid, and I'm not always going to have that mess. And I'm going to miss the mess someday. So I've come a really long way with that. And also, to be honest, cleanliness was something that my abuser was really, really hard on me about, and would blame my child who was a year and a half, 2 years old, 3 years old. And so I still have that in my mess that I'm sifting through. It's like, oh my God, there's a mess. Oh my God, it can't be like this. And I'm like, he's 4. You make messes. Why would your kid not make a mess too? Like at the end of the day, we clean it up. We're good. Honesty. Oh my God, you actually read my comment. I really love you. And thank you so much. I try to always read the comments. I do skip over the ones that are just like trolls. But yeah, it's such a balance doing that right now for different reasons, but hashtag, I do know. And I'm really proud of you. I find it hard to heal when the people in my life are still friends with the people who hurt me. They say it's because they had no problem with then I've brought it up, but wasn't really listened to. I'm going to say something that's going to sound really harsh. Those people probably need to be cut out as well, because there is no neutral when it comes to abuse. So anybody who says, well, they didn't do that to me. Well, they're always nice when they're around me. Well, I didn't see anything happen. You seemed like you were happy when you were with them. You guys seem like a great couple. That's an enabler. That is an abuse apologist. That's someone saying, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to be neutral. And so for me, my no contact policy was to go no contact with every single person who knows them. Okay. And it seems harsh to people who don't understand. And yet I attribute that no contact policy to massive amounts of my healing, because if you're new here, I have been single. In 3 days, I'll have been single for a year, but I was still living with my abuser until October 3rd. And then I went no contact on October 20th. So I'm less than a year of no contact, and I'm not perfect, and I'm still healing, and I will be for a very long time. I just came in my stories today and talked about like sort of a CPTSD type deal that I sometimes deal with at home. But having no contact, and no contact means not looking at their social media, not looking at the social media of anyone who might be hanging out with them and posting a picture with them or sharing their content. If they're on social media, not talking to, like, if you can see somebody who, like, say you go out for coffee with someone and they saw your abuser last week and they say, oh yeah, I saw they have a new girlfriend, or oh yeah, they got a new job or whatever, that's still going to keep you in the trauma bond, because it's giving you that little kick of, oh, now I know something about them. Well, now I'm going to wonder, like, how's their job going? What's the new girl like? Are they treating the new girl better? Blah, blah, blah. And so at some point you might have to get to that, like, because obviously, honestly, that's really, really disrespectful towards you, and saying that you don't matter, and that this person who's probably not actually that good and kind to them, because a lot of times, like, for example, my abuser doesn't have actual friends. They have people that they pull off the shelf when they need them. So like, there's a person that they only talk to once a year when they needed their discounted like Epic Pass to go